The Wiley Arts Center, Wiley Community Arts Center, is a local community arts center that is now in what used to be a very small local library in Basalt, Colorado. Here's some of the signage. I'm going to move towards a wider shot of the entrance. So it is kind of a nondescript building, but this is all they could afford. Surprisingly enough, it is the end of October, but there's not much out front to indicate what's inside, so they seem to be dropping the ball there. And now we'll head inside. So here we are in the small hallway area where the restrooms are. There's some public postings, art happenings. The door is somewhat more decorative, as you can see. Still fairly plain. Large photograph on the wall. And we'll head in through the front doors. Right, so here we are in the inner hallway of the Wiley Arts Center. You can see there are art objects, walls painted red. So it is some interesting collages. These are done by locals and actually are for sale. We pan around to the opposite wall. Up to the ceilings. Ceilings are rather low, but there's a lot of windows and a lot of good light in here. This looks like simply office space for the staff. So in terms of being drawn in, I would say yes. Once you get in through the second set of doors, it opens up quickly, as you can see, and again, a lot of window light, sunlight, which is very welcoming. Colors, because it's an art studio, obviously you've got tons of color. We'll walk into the main room shortly. So it's bright, it's welcoming, it's open. So we're now in what looks like a main creative space. It's quiet. There's no music playing. It's warm. We're again in kind of a combination workspace, gallery space. I was greeted by the director of the center. Again, what we're looking at here on the wall are displays of art that are for sale. So they do a lot of education work here with children. I don't see any of those on display in this particular area. Art supplies, etc. The products are arranged as one would expect in an art gallery, in what you might find in a gallery or a studio of some kind. Floors are made of wood. And I don't think we'll see what's back here, but my guess is it is some workspace. Okay. So it looks like these are supplies. Yes, they are creative supplies, corks, bubbles, tape, glue, glitter, tattoos, puffballs. We'll be a little quiet here. People are working. This looks like a supply area.
That's a high number, but well, this year we've spent more than
because it's work comp. So then you've got a work comp percentage.
And a different perspective on the main gallery area. So I would say for the space available, it's open, it's clean, well lit, welcoming, and warm. I'm now standing outside of the Health Institute. It's a building that houses various activities, including Phoenix Fitness, which is a gym where I work out, where I have a personal trainer, and we're going to go be taking a look at that. As far as the outside, the architecture is quite pleasant. Ample places to park, but there's little indication of really what goes on the inside. A lot of window space, unutilized outside the door. I think much more could be done to let people know what's going on inside and to engage and invite the public to come inside. So we'll walk through the front doors and see what we've got going on inside. So here is the front desk where you would walk in to check in. You see items on display. The front counter is manned. Hi, you can wave.
Hi.
So we'll walk into one of the workout rooms. And what you can see is there's plenty. This is a free weight area. So plenty of free weights, plenty of space, nice light from ample windows. Color scheme, I think the color is provided by the equipment. The walls are all kind of off-white, clean. Not much going on because there's an awful lot of mirrors, which is generally the case with a gym. So we're walking across to another weight area, equipment area. So here we see some of the Nautilus type of equipment. Again, notice this ample window space. The walls tend to have either mirrors or just small signs on them. The floor, typical of a gym, is kind of this rubberized material. That's what you would expect. Around here, there is music playing in the background, but it is not playing too loudly. The ceilings are rather low with acoustical tile. Again, one would expect that. Some fans in order to move the air around. One hears the ambient sounds of someone on a treadmill, someone throwing their weights to the ground. Again, all of this is to be expected. So we'll now come around and head towards see someone working out on the floor. This is the bicycle area. So it's I would say, typical gym environment. As one can see, it's not very crowded at the moment. There is, it's warm, which is good. And there is a kind of a rubbery smell. I guess that comes from the floor. The cash register is behind the counter as we walked in. Over here. Customers here tend to be of various ages, not too many high school students, but young adults, all the way through senior citizens. Any value-added type products are usually resulting from discussions with the personal fitness trainer and a decision to increase number of days or do personal training, etc. So one would say fairly typical, I would guess, of a gym.